Alright, today we'll be talking about membrane structure and what it's composed of. It is composed of phospholipids, proteins, carbohydrates, and sterols. To start phospholipids, 20 and 80% of the cell membrane is made out of phospholipids. It is made of a bilayer of phospholipids, and it's located both inside and outside of the membrane. As you can see, here's our bilayer in and out, and this is our inside and outside. We have our head groups, which are right here, located on the phospholipid bilayer within a glycerol, phosphate, and another small organic molecule. And they are hydrophobic, or hydrophilic polar heads. So the green stuff on the outside, these are all hydrophilic. And the black stuff within this cell membrane is our fatty acid tails, which are long hydrocarbon chains and are hydrophobic and mostly nonpolar. The movement of the phospholipids is laterally, and they do not flip-flop across. Next, we'll look at our proteins, integral and our peripheral. The cell membrane is made of 10 to 70% proteins. The integral proteins are located within and across the membrane. They are hydrophobic, and they mostly move laterally, and occasionally they could move across. Our peripheral proteins, which we have here in red, are located on the surface of the membrane, which are either bounded to either integral proteins or lipids. They also move laterally, but occasionally can move across. Next, we have sterols, which in some cases are from 1 to 25% of the membrane. They are located within the membrane. So right here you can see these black, these are sterols, mostly maybe cholesterol, and they are amphiphotic, with attachments to both the phospholipid head and tail. As you can see, it's attached to the head here and the tails. So it's nonpolar and polar all at the same time, hydrophilic and hydrophobic. They move laterally, and they also can move across by flip-flopping. Lastly, we will look at our carbohydrates, which are 0 to 5% of the cell membrane. And you can see up top, they could either be glycoproteins or glycocarbohydrates. They are located only on the surface of the cell membrane, and they are highly hydrophilic. And they have no movement because they are attached to the cell membrane, and they sit here. And that is our talk on cell membrane structure.